Most people won't realize what you're going to hear until it's much too late. XRP. Yes, the coin that everyone either loves or hates, but there may be a significant supply shortage coming. Furthermore, I may be referring to the present when I say something rather than some future. It is being quietly snatched up by major players behind the scenes, institutions and treasuries. Even whole businesses are keeping it hidden from retail customers. They're getting left behind. The weird part comes next. The headlines don't mention it. Exchanges continue to display the price of XRP as if nothing were wrong. The declining liquidity, the vanishing order books, and the growing premiums for big purchases, however, are invisible. I've spent enough time here to know when something significant is about to happen. What's going on with XRP at the moment? I have all the telltale signs of a phase of stealth accumulation that could blow out when people realize they can no longer believe in me. I'm dissecting everything in this video. Who is purchasing? The supply is where? Where is it actually heading? And what is the outcome if conditions continue to tighten? Because it will be much too late if you wait for the headlines. Let's begin. $105,877 in Bitcoin. At the moment, Ethereum is down 2.69%, arriving at 2,622. It's down roughly 4%. XRP continues to keep its fourth-place position. It is currently at $2.20. At $2.25, we are below our support level. Before the monthly closure begins, we would like to see it return above that level. That will take place tomorrow. The overall value of the cryptocurrency market is 3.44 trillion people. Since the markets are doing well, we have nothing to be concerned about. You would have been aware of this if you had clicked the Join option located beneath each and every video. Once you joined the channel, you would have received exclusive stuff like this in addition to being ad-free. In this member-only post, we provided you with the precise location of Bitcoin's travel. Those locations need to be examined. I said 102 to 106K, and they haven't been touched yet. Price just cannot ignore them without repercussions. It's that easy. The range is 102 to 106. Before the extremely bullish push-up to the $120,000 range, which is anticipated in the first few weeks of June, that is the bottom. We have discussed that as well. Watch out for your key week. Pay's become a YouTube member for this reason, people. Unexpectedly, there are more than $10 billion worth of Bitcoin and $1.67 billion worth of Ethereum options. Their expiration date is today. What does that signify? You had better buckle up then. People, you had better prepare yourselves for some price turbulence. That's the meaning of it. Options. What are they? Let's dissect it. In the cryptocurrency industry, financial contracts that provide traders the right, but not the responsibility, to purchase or sell an asset at a fixed price before a given date. Options are used to speculate on market movements or to hedge against risk. When a lot of options expire at once, traders may modify their positions, which could affect the spot prices of the underlying assets and cause further volatility. Here, it is what we are examining. Take note of it. The maximum pain point for ETH is 2,300, whereas for Bitcoin, it is 100,000. The price at which the majority of option contracts expire worthless, resulting in the most loss for option holders, is known as the max pain point. This is really fascinating news, so pay attention to those important levels. Before XRP, there was a lot of exciting news. Beginning on June 13th, it states, thus roughly 2 weeks, in keeping with the constantly active nature of the cryptocurrency markets, we are introducing trading for XRP and Solana futures around the clock, providing real-time access to U.S. trades. This is what it says. Quite easy. You will be able to get future contracts around the clock. Why is this important? Simple, that is. By providing 24/7 access, just as the international exchanges, this improvement levels the playing field for U.S. traders. At last, the United States is catching up. Who would have guessed that it could draw in more institutional interest and enhance liquidity? Additionally, it aids traders in better risk management. Thus, they don't have to wait for markets to reopen overnight or after the weekend. We have previously discussed futures. We discuss the big picture, what they are actually doing, futures, and interest in them. It essentially offers the institutional interest a wider perspective, doesn't it? When they see more money trading on these futures, the institutions become interested, even if the language used here is incorrect. It's doing just that. It will now be 24 hours a day. The institutions that we get this will benefit from it. Yesterday, Trump and Jerome Powell met at the White House. Trump informed Powell directly that he needed to lower the rates, as stated in the news story. We are discussing June. We are discussing rate reductions. People, I'm advising you now to buckle up if it does happen. You must lock in since these cryptocurrency markets are about to undergo a very significant transformation. Then, Binance US is back, sweetheart. In case you missed the announcement yesterday, the SEC has withdrawn its action against Binance US. Officially, Binance US is now open again. USD deposits. When the lawsuit occurred, you were unable to onboard fiat anymore, but now that it's back, I adore it since they offer so many possibilities. I used to use Binance US like no other, that was my exchange. Check that out as well. It's an extremely simple swap to use. Chad retweeted this from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia regarding the tokenization of White Rock oil. Nothing against Chad, just have a look at this. This is a hoax according to the original poster. When it did come out, it was similar to phony signatures. We will not discuss it. Yesterday, there was a lot of wild excitement about XRP. I agree with many of the individuals who were getting really excited, you know. They will purchase all of the treasuries and backings that we have seen for XRP, you know. However, this news report is untrue. However, Ripple then makes this public. This is a really fascinating article. If it's occurring on the chain, it's happening with a Ripple, which is intriguing because we received this XRP Ripple that grows with Hidden Roads, our over-the-counter cryptocurrency business. You may recall that Ripple bought Hidden Roads, which is a significant amount. Currently, we are witnessing the formation of numerous treasuries that are purchasing a significant amount of XRP off the market. This collaboration or agreement with OTC Crypto Service and Hidden is right here. In order to enable institutional clients to conduct cash-settled over-the-counter cryptocurrency swaps across a variety of tokens, they are launching a digital asset prime brokerage service in the United States. This is a huge FCA-regulated operation run by Hineros UK. The CEO of Hineros emphasized that the product offerings in the U.S. digital asset sector have long been unworthy. Over-the-counter swap providers are now available to U.S. institutions, giving them access to a wider variety of goods and services. Remember that Ripple is gaining Hidden Roads here with this deal. It is anticipated that the introduction of this over-the-counter service will improve the usefulness of Ripple's USD Peg stablecoin, RLUSD, which Hidden Roads will utilize for broker services and collateral. Additionally, this action strengthens XRP's positions in institutional capital flows and puts Ripple in a position to compete with well-established stablecoin suppliers. That's large if you don't think it is. Let's discuss XRP. Now let's discuss its scarcity. The market makers are losing control of their supply, and it is dwindling off of these exchanges. Keep in mind that there are only so many XRP in existence. The majority of it is owned by Ripple. Another large percentage of it is owned by the market makers. A portion of the exchanges are then kept for themselves. The big companies entering the